Hey, wonderful people. Welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and in this whole video, we're going to look into Taurus Sun, Moon, and also Taurus Rising, a weekly general tarot reading September 6th up until September 12th, 2021. And should you be guys interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. And if you do enjoy the content here on the channel and you do wish to support us, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do stay up to date with our weekly uploads and as well our live streams. So back to the reading, and this week I'm going to do something more practical. Hopefully you do like it, and leave a comment if that is the way you enjoy more the weekly readings. So the first thing that we're going to look into for you, Taurus, it is your career, and the first card for your career, that is going to be the 10 of Pentacles, catalyzed here with the 2 of Wands. And the third card for your career, that is going to be the 9 of Pentacles. So we do have these three cards, I'm sorry. And I do apologize about the glare, but it's just it's a very glossy finish on these cards. So it's a great career week for you guys. Those who are looking for work, exceptionally good good week, because these cards, they are very, I don't know how to even call it. You know, there is a discrepancies in between cards, but here it is a very, very thin, it's a very fine line. So it pretty much speaks that you are going to stumble upon the thing, you know, kind of like the project, for example, the client, for example, the job as well. So it's a great week for you guys to make a huge leap into development in terms of work, in terms of job, and whatever your case is, project, client, task, work, it pretty much is going to contribute to your personal independence extremely huge, or its contribution to your personal independence is going to be huge. It's very possible as well to start working for somebody you worked back in the days, but this time the conditions are going to be much different than the conditions you had beforehand. However, there is something you should be vigilant about, and it comes from these two cards here, which are the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. And that is about demanding certain stuff, or you demanding certain stuff. So you need to know how far your limits stretch, how much influence you do have in order to demand stuff, because if you do cross a line, you are to be denied, not indefinitely, but definitively, okay? So should you see that it's simply the person or the work or the project doesn't budge, it's just best to leave it aside and just move on to something else. And additionally to it, with these cards, it does speaks that you have made the solid preparation, so you do have such a fantastic week in terms of career for you, Taurus. Preparations under a investment, for example, investing into certain qualification, for example, investing into certain project, investing into certain education, and so on and so forth. It's just investments to build up your career here are going to pay off into this particular week, and the week is going to be so easy going, guys, in terms of performing, and in generally in terms of chasing a big things career wise and job wise. So it's just I bit envy you here, because it's gonna be so, it will come like a second nature to you to fulfill your duty in terms of career and to find a good job as well. So this week, definitely, if you are looking for something better, for something bigger, or if you don't have a job and you are just looking for job, it simply looks like that you are going to stumble on some kind of a big deal here throughout the week. Last thing I'm gonna tell you guys, it is that I don't know how to put it into words, to be honest. it's just there is so many ways to say it. Well, it stands like that. I would try to say it this way: just try to do what you're good at. Okay, don't try to impress things or people with aspects of yourself or with performances that you are not certain you can push to the very end here, because this week you can do something well and probably exceptionally well, and you are to be paid for it. Okay, you are not going to be paid for failure. So if you do something well, make sure you do not do it for free. That is what I was trying to say. So the next thing that we're going to look into, that is going to be your finances, and the first card in terms of finances, that is going to be the Three of Swords, catalyzed here with the Nine of Wands. That is great actually. And the next one, that is to be the Ten of Swords. So we do have these three cards here, okay? And financially wise, it seems that you also are going to find yourself being very well prepared to face a certain, I don't know, either on expenses or expected leaks that are to happen throughout the week itself. Now, it will take some there is no roundabout here or a round way to say it. It's just, it will be a money that you will have to give away, or finances that you will have to give away throughout the week, that you will, it's kind of like it's your heart is ripped off. That is how it's going to feel. It could be that these finances are a part of your mortgage, or it is just, somebody asked you for money and you cannot deny them, and so on and so forth. While it is a expected expense, and you had prepared yourself for it, or you just have a contingency plan over it, it's not gonna feel well. And the best advice that those cards are giving you guys, it is just to forget about it. Just do what you gotta do with your money and just move on. Okay, I don't know if that's a loan, for example, if it's going to be returned as well, and probably that is what is going to cause these negative thoughts about your finances. That's the person you are lending money, it's not going to give them back, and yet for some reason you just cannot deny that person. And of course, if it is your child, you cannot ask the money back, or well, you can, but still, So financially wise, this week it's gonna put some strains on you, which are unrelated to your career. As we can see, it could be as well some expenditures that you will have to do for your health, for example, which again, it's just, yeah. But just be prepared here, Taurus, to have certain expenses that you are not very agreed with. Aside from that, should you be experiencing some financial deficiency, so to speak, you will be able to manage your finances very well throughout the week. Actually, these cards are a very, very great in terms of if you are struggling financially. And I don't know how to say it in English. Okay, in my country we say you're doing something out of nothing, meaning that it just is going to be a miraculous distribution of money that's with deficiency you will be able to meet ends, and that will, I don't know if you're going to be proud of yourself, but it's definitely going to give you a moment to catch up your breath. But it's important here that whatever leaks are to happen to you throughout the week, because for what it seems from the cards, they are pretty much inevitable. Just forget about them, all right? Just move on. Don't try to dwell on them. And the last thing that we're going to look into for you, Taurus, that is going to be your relationship. And the first card we do have for the relationship, that is going to be the Lovers, followed by the next one here, which is the Seven of Cups. Okay, and the last one, that is to be the Ace of Swords. Oh my God, that's great. Okay, so we do have these three cards for you, Taurus. And the good thing about those cards is that there will be no BSs throughout this particular week. Actually, there will be some very confrontational stand-ups in between you and somebody either you like or somebody that likes you as well. That is the case. You do have a person of interest, or you do have a partner in life, like a husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, and differences in between your taking and their taking are to be discussed throughout the week, right? And a common ground is to be found, instead of hoping that each other are going to change each other from out of nowhere. Here, actually, there are going to be a discussion about the discrepancies that are happening within the relationship, and solution to those discrepancies is to be found. And you both are going to, instead of flying into the cloud nine, hoping that things are going to get better on their own accord, that is not going to be the case here. Instead, you both are going to do something to make things better, and things are going to get better. Because what is going to boil down to at the end of the day, guys, it is that you both are going to understand here throughout the week that the differences that you do have is exactly what makes that relationship special for each other. And you who are looking for love, well, that is exactly how you should look at it. That you don't need somebody alike you. You are a whole, okay? I mean, one entire whole. Like, you are complete. That is what I mean under a whole, not a tunnel hole, but like complete. And you need somebody to add instead of supplement, or rather, like, instead of multiply. Okay, so you do need somebody to show you brand new life, at least according to these cards, and such a person you can meet throughout the week. The question is, can you accept that these differences you do have can make you special for one another and can create a special relationship, or they can't? So that is something you have to answer yourself. And people were saying, there is no one around me. There is always someone around you, guys. The question is, can you look close enough and see that despite the differences you both have, somebody has interest in you? So with that being said, Taurus, that was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, for a September 6th up until September 12th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.